All right, look. Good morning, NBA. January 28th. All right, championship day. NFL reactions will be out later today, so y'all stay tuned. You know what? On this, we're going to keep it simple. All right, we're going to talk about Knicks, Heat, and then we're going to talk about the Lakers and, Curry versus LeBron. And, I got to give my 2 cents on Joel Embiid being pussy. So let's get to it. Let me just get Joel Embiid out the way so I can get to more important things like the Knicks and LeBron. Joel Embiid is ducking Denver. He's ducking Jokic in Denver. This needs to stop. This needs to stop, bro. This dude literally was a late scratch 10 minutes before the tip. When Maxey wasn't playing, Tobias Harris wasn't playing, and B was supposed to go out there, take his L like a man. And B was supposed to go out there, drop like 45 in Denver to prove that he not soft and take his L. I don't understand how this dude had a get out of jail free card to lose in Denver. All the pressure was taken off Embiid because Maxey and Tobias weren't going to play. So all he had to do was just go out there and ball, and nobody would have said nothing. Everybody would be like, okay, he gave us what he wanted. We wanted to see what Embiid does versus Jokic in Denver instead of always playing him in Philly. But instead of doing that, he ain't play. And this is the dude who wants an MVP. Bro, you can only miss 5 more games. If Embiid misses 5 more games over the next 3 months, he's disqualified from being MVP because you got to play 66 or 67 games to qualify for MVP, All NBA. Embiid about to get cut out of all that because he pussy. Dude is soft. Like, I don't care what you say about Embiid. What I love him on the Knicks, obviously. But just being in general, the dude is soft, man. Like, he's soft. There's something about Embiid that's just soft. I can't put my finger on it. But there's literally something about Embiid that's just soft, bro. That was disgusting how he ducked Jokic 10 minutes before the tip. I could see if he ducked Jokic the night before or six hours prior doing shoot around, I could understand. But you ducked this dude 10 minutes before the tip. That's unacceptable, bro. Embiid is pussy for that. All right, now moving on to more important matters. Shout out to my Knicks, best team in the East. All right, the Knicks are the best team in the East. You just saw Boston get smacked by the Clippers at home. We saw that Boston got annihilated at home, which is not something that we're used to seeing. But you know what? The Clippers are the best team in the West. So, the best team in the West on a back-to-back. Yo, how did Boston get smacked? The Clippers are coming off a back-to-back and still put hands on Boston. But they owe Boston, though, because Boston beat them by like 45 a couple weeks ago. Boston beat the hell out of the Clippers a couple weeks ago. So they owed them one, I guess. But, back to the Knicks. The Knicks are the best team in the East. Now, Julius Randle hurt his shoulder, which is unfortunate. Still waiting on the results for the MRI at the time of this recording. I really wish there was a way the Knicks could trade Randall because we know in the playoffs he's not going to be there. So I'm going to keep it a bean with you. This is a good chance for the Knicks to get used to playing without Randall because we know come playoff time, Randall going to give us like 10-6 and 2. He's going to be like 10-6 and 2 in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I'm not a Randall guy. When Randall got hurt, I was like, yeah, this sucks because we're trying to catch somebody in the East, whether to get a 2 seed, try and catch Milwaukee, at least get the 3 seed. The Knicks are trying to move up, at least catch Philly for the 3 seed at the minimum. So it's gonna hurt not having him, but I'm not the biggest Randall guy. As a Knicks fan, I just know my fate is the second round with him as my second best player. So it is what it is. As far as the Heat goes, my condolences to people who have been betting the Heat last week. I got burned by the Heat versus Boston, and I'm glad I didn't get burned again yesterday when they were 5.5-point dogs they opened up as yesterday. And the right thing to do. The problem with the Heat is they're not doing their job. Like any sports bettor will tell you, any handicapper will tell you, you're supposed to take the Heat off of a loss at home. So the Heat were 11-point favorites at home to Memphis. They lose outright. They got Boston coming in the very next night. The 8-point home dogs. You're supposed to take the Heat. It was the right thing to do. You got the wrong outcome. Horribly wrong outcome. Then you're like, okay, they get embarrassed by Boston. They're they're on like a 4-game losing streak. They're going to New York. New York just beat Denver by 40. This is the perfect spot for New York to have a letdown, Miami to get right. And they still got their ass beat. Miami got bet down to 3.5. They opened as 5.5-point dogs. By the time they tipped off, it was a 3.5-point games on the spread. So everybody pounded Miami yesterday, and the Knicks still beat that ass. This Knicks team is dominant, man. This is a Tibbs team. This is what happens when you get Tibbs players. When you get a bunch of Tibbs players and you got a superstar like Jalen Brunson, man, and this is what happens. Like the Knicks, in my opinion, are the best team in the East right now. You know, granted, Giannis, shout out to Giannis for putting the Pelicans in a body bag last night. I mean, look, do the Knicks have a Giannis? No. Do we have an Embiid? No. Do we have a Tatum? No. But guess what? We damn sure got a Tyrese Maxey. Jalen Brunson's better. Jalen Brunson is better than Dame Lillard. He's better than Jaylen Brown. He's better than Donovan Mitchell. So as far as the backcourt goes, we got that shit. I'll tell you that much. In the fourth quarter, I'll take Jalen Brunson in a tight game against Dame, in a tight game against Donovan, in a tight game against Maxey, Jaylen Brown, whatever. I'm taking my boy Jalen Brunson. So we might not got that Giannis or that Embiid or that Tatum. What I mean, we don't have a big man or a dominant wing. Yeah, we don't have that. But the Knicks have a Brunson. I'll tell you that much. Just let that be known. Now, and the Heat suck. The Heat freaking suck. This whole, we're not going to try in the regular season. We playoff Jimmy. Now, shut the fuck up. The Heat need to be held accountable for not giving a damn in the regular season. And that $100 million coach they got in Spoelstra needs to be held accountable too for this Heat team just not giving a damn in the regular season. That can't be Heat culture. Heat culture is supposed to go out there and try every night. Play every game like your last. Have discipline. Be tough and gritty. Tough and gritty teams show up night in and night out. Being tough and gritty don't change. That's just what you do. That's who you are. You can't be lazy and still be tough and gritty. I don't believe you. But anyway, LeBron, Curry, round $1 billion. We got to enjoy these, man. This is our Magic and Bird. Like, for real. This is our Kareem. This is our Wilt Russell. This is our Magic Bird. This is our generation's big rivalry. 20 years from now, they're going to look at the Curry LeBron James rivalry as one of the greatest of all time. And I'm going to keep it a bean with you. I think it is the greatest rivalry of all time. So last night, Curry sends it in the overtime late in the game, ties at 118. And then Clay hits a 3-pointer to send it in a double overtime. And then LeBron goes to the hole finally and hits some free throws to win the game. I know Skip Bayless is punching air right now because he was just hoping that LeBron take the jump shot so I could go on undisputed and criticize him for not going to the rim. So shout out to LeBron for shutting up Skip Bayless. What you gonna say, Skip? He went to the line, Skip. What you gonna say? So shout out to LeBron. But look, man, Curry versus LeBron is like the greatest rivalry ever. They met in 4 finals. They faced each other in the play-in game. They faced each other in a playoff series last year. This is the greatest rivalry I've ever seen in basketball. Now, granted, man, I don't know, man. You got Peyton Manning, you got Tom Brady. I was here for that rivalry, Manning versus Brady. I mean, this is good stuff, man. Like, I got Manning, Brady. I got Curry, LeBron. As a 34-year-old, I'm blessed. I'm blessed because as somebody whose whole life is sports, to be able to be alive for this LeBron James Curry era is great. To be able to be alive for the Peyton Manning, Tom Brady era, this is great. Now, my thing is LeBron is better than Curry. He is. Curry don't get those 2 rings on Bron if KD don't go to Golden State. So I know Curry is 3-1 versus LeBron in the finals. That's cute, but it's really more like 1-1 if you ask me. Because at the end of the day, KD won those 2 finals, not Curry. Curry was the second fiddle to KD on the Golden State team. So, as far as the rivalry goes, in the finals, Curry's 3-1, right? But remember, LeBron beat Curry in the playoffs last year 3-2. He knocked him out in the play-in tournament 2 years ago, 3-3. So as far as them actually meeting each other in playoff series in games that matter, win or go home situations, they're tied. They're 3-3. I don't think Golden State's making the playoffs this year, but I would love to see LeBron Curry meet in the Western Conference Finals or the Western Conference semis or something like that. I love Lakers Warriors again for the tiebreaker because as far as I'm concerned, they're 3-3. I'm not counting the KD shit. They're 3-3 in my eyes. Like I said, I ain't counting that KD shit. They're 3-3 in my eyes. But epic game last night. Lakers opened up as 2.5-point dogs. It closes a 1-point dog. Good game. All right. Luka had 17 assists last night. Luka had another triple-double last night coming off that back-to-back after the 70-point performance. They had a 40-point fourth quarter. They rallied back, lost the game by 5. Fox is a bonus. Hold on. Harrison Barnes is actually scoring on a consistent basis for like the last week and a half. Like, what the fuck is that? Harrison Barnes must want to get traded. Shout out to Harrison Barnes. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, ain't really nothing else happened in the NBA last night. I mean, Utah caught a dub. San Antonio. Oh, yeah, real quick. Minnesota. How the hell did you lose at home? I mean, how the hell did you lose as 10-point road favorites in San Antonio? This Minnesota team bipolar. In the span of 1 week, you lost to the Hornets and the Spurs in the same week. How the hell you lose to the Hornets and the Spurs in the same week? How is that even possible? They literally lost at home to the Hornets when Cat dropped 62. And then they just lost last night to the Spurs. How the hell you lose to the Hornets and the Spurs in the same week? This Minnesota team is a fraud. We don't believe you. Minnesota going home in the first round. They might go home in the first round because there's a good chance that the Warriors and the Lakers are going to be in the play-in. So the Warriors and Lakers might catch them playing. They might sneak into the playoffs at the play-in. If Minnesota is still a top seed and they got to run into the Warriors or the Lakers in the first round, they go home round 1. I'm just letting you know now, this Minnesota team is fugazi. We don't believe you. I love Anthony Edwards. He does look like Michael Jordan. He ain't Michael Jordan, but just if he do look like Michael Jordan, he just ain't Michael Jordan. But we don't believe you, bro. Anthony Edwards, we don't believe you. I'm sorry. I don't believe this Minnesota team. Now Oklahoma City. Oh, I believe y'all. Oh, I believe Oklahoma City. That boy SGA, and he ain't playing with y'all. But I don't trust this Minnesota team. We don't believe you. You need a hell of a lot more people. We don't believe you. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Oh, and by the way, I hope the books learn their lesson. Never make Detroit no 3-point favorite. Washington beat the hell out of Detroit yesterday. I don't know why the hell they had Detroit as a 3-point favorite. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Throw those FUs in my chat if you rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.